Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today we're talking Deep Space Nine and the House of Quark. With a lot of serious stories coming through Deep Space Nine recently, it's a nice change of pace to have one that's a much lighter episode. And in this case, anything that centers on Quark is usually done for a certain amount of comedy. Although there are moments of real tension in this episode, it is one of where Quark falls into a situation and has to think his way out of it. And the way that he comes out with it is actually very clever and very much in character for himself. The contrast between the Ferengi and the Klingon is what really drives this story, however, and with the idea that the Klingons believe in honor and the Ferengi believe not so much in honor but in profit, in order to maintain some kind of reputation, in order to maintain profitability, whereas the Klingons want to maintain a reputation in order to increase their social standing, essentially. In this case, where there is a conflict between a rival Klingon and the family of the Klingon that Quark accidentally killed, we have this problem here and find that some Klingons are a lot more like Ferengi and perhaps not really even that much, to the point that this Klingon was a rather dishonorable individual to begin with. There's some funny parts where in going to the House of Quark, Quark and his new bride obviously do not hit it off well. I think that Quark would be willing to do anything, but this wife has some scruples and really does not want to have anything to do as much as a hand on her knee from Quark. However, in the end, Quark honors himself in a way that you might not expect and gains the respect of the Klingon Council. We see Gowron again, who we had not seen previous to this except in Next Generation, and an actual meeting of the Klingon Council, which is kind of interesting. So what we have here is a nice little diversion away from the heaviness of the Dominion problem, although it is kind of dealt with at the very beginning of the episode, and also with Keiko not being very happy because of no more students in her school, with the exception of Nog and Jake, and it's leading her to believe that she really has no use being on the station. And O'Brien's desperate way of trying to find some way to appease her. And once again, the solution there was something that was relatively obvious to someone standing outside like Dr. Bashir was, and also works out well in the end. So it's a nice little compact story that does not delve into the dread of the Dominion, really, but just a couple of small stories about people who you don't think too much about as far as whether they're happy or fulfilled. It's usually very interesting to see the contrast between Ferengis and humans, but in this case where they put Ferengis against Klingon, we have kind of a stand-in for both types, and it does work quite well, I think. I want to know what you think, though. Please put it in the comments below, and if you have not subscribed yet, I would ask for your subscription. That would be nice of you to do. And what else do we have? Tomorrow we have, of course, another episode of The Bad Batch, and we'll follow that on Friday with yet another episode of Discovery. And coming up, we'll see, pretty soon, I think next week, we will have the first review of the first episode of Doctor Who. That will be on the Monday, the 12th. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, don't go far.